Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. In this video, I want us to have a look at a story captured by Sunday Nation today, for the story is going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. Let's have a look at the bottom there. Mr. Gachagua, while in Tharaka Nithi, last week admitted how he rallied Kenya Kwanza MPs to back former Kieni MP Kanini Kega for the Iala seat. The admission has been corroborated by some Azimio la Umoja, One Kenya coalition lawmakers, who revealed that a delegation of MPs from Mount Kenya approached them for help in the Iala election. There was a delegation that came to us. The brief was that we helped them by voting Mount Kenya leaders to Iala so that they could teach their partners in Kenya Kwanza a lesson. Of course, they were also to vote for Winny Odinga and Kennedy Musyoka. In return, said the Azimio MP, who claimed that the lawmakers from Mount Kenya were acting on instructions of Mr. Gachagua. Yes. In this video, as usual, I want us to dig deep into that story to see the games behind the scenes. If you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. Before digging deep into our analysis, let me say this. A divided Kenya Kwanza alliance can be a blessing in disguise to Kenyans, in that William Ruto as the president will not have the latitude of making unilateral decisions. He will have to consult extensively. And I'm saying that because just some days back, we saw a leader close to William Ruto insinuating on plans to remove presidential term limits. A divided Kenya Kwanza alliance, that can just be but a dream. It can't be realized. In the event Kenya Kwanza alliance is united, they can strike a deal with some greedy leaders in Azimio to remove those presidential term limits. That can thwart democracy. So a divided Kenya Kwanza is a blessing in disguise to Kenyans. And now to the ping pong games being played in Kenya Kwanza Alliance. If you look at William Ruto, I'm seeing a William Ruto who has already smelled. He has already seen a possible rebellion coming from the mountain. How is William Ruto now planning to thwart or to neutralize that? William Ruto has laid out a strategy to make sure he raids Azimio leaders. He wants to compromise and maybe to intimidate, to convince some elected leaders in Azimio to join the government's side. And that's why we have been seeing some leaders in Azimio pledging to work with the government, saying that the only way they can bring development is by working with the government. The truth of the matter, they are falling in William Ruto's trap. William Ruto wants to use them to checkmate and to neutralize the mountain. That's exactly William Ruto's game plan. Already has sensed a looming rebellion from the mountain. And now if you look at Rigathi Gachagua and the mountain leaders, they might have also realized that game being played by William Ruto. According to Rigathi Gachagua and leaders from the mountain, for them to tame William Ruto, they believe they need Raila Odinga. They need the assistance of Raila Odinga. On the part of William Ruto, William Ruto believes that he can raid Azimio without the permission of Raila or Kalonzo Musyoka. That's the kind of a game plan I'm seeing here. On the side of Rigathi at the mountain, they need Raila's help to tame William Ruto. Those are the ping-pong games I'm seeing between William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. So, if you look at Rigathi and William Ruto, in the coming days, I'm seeing the split between these two leaders actually widening. The split between Rigathi and William Ruto in the coming days is just going to widen. Because the mere fact that Rigathi could tell leaders from the mountain to vote for Winny Odinga and Kennedy Musyoka, that's just a way Rigathi was telling William Ruto that we have an option. We have a plan B. So if you don't behave, we are actually going to mess you up. That's what Rigathi was trying to tell William Ruto. And just as I did explain in our earlier video, William Ruto is actually undermining Rigathi Gachagua. He believes Rigathi Gachagua is still a political green-on. Ruto believes that way because he knows Rigathi never gave him votes on the mountain. After all, Rigathi used his influence on the mountain to get that position of a deputy president. That's what Ruto believes. So I'm not seeing a situation where Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua might iron out their differences. Their differences, or rather the split between these two leaders, will just actually widen because Ruto believes Rigathi is a political green-on. Rigathi, on the other hand, believes that his area gave William Ruto the biggest, or rather the largest share of the votes William Ruto got. So Rigathi can actually hang on to that. William Ruto can also hang on to his belief that Rigathi is a political amateur. That will mean the split between these two leaders will widen. Who will benefit as a result of that? Azimio team, Raila Odinga, Kalonzo Musyoka, and their team are going to benefit out of this. They are going to benefit in that as the war between William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua ensues in parliament, then Azimio team are now going to be the deciders. Should they decide to go with William Ruto's wing, then Ruto's wing will carry the day in parliament. Should they decide to go with Rigathi's wing will most definitely carry the day in parliament. So I'm seeing a William Ruto's government that is not going to become out to be as very much offensive to both Raila and Kalonzo Musyoka, to the Azimio team, because they know that at a point they may need Raila and Kalonzo Musyoka. So a split between Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua means that William Ruto, his government, is going to lack the teeth to actually bite the opposition. That's one thing I'm seeing here. And that's good for Kenya and good for Kenya's democracy, in that the government will not come out as a very punitive kind of a government. It's going to be a government that tolerates divergent opinions, more so from the opposition. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. But even before I stop, if you are watching us for the very first time, but so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. To our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you, God bless Kenya. To any other person who wants to support our channel, as always, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number, or feel free to channel your support to the number. Yes. And those remarks, or rather, the political games in Kenya Kwanza, more so by Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua is just trying to make William Ruto toe the line. I don't think William Ruto has an option. He must just do what Rigathi Gachagua wants. That's what I'm seeing as of now. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.